Today, 30-minute session is designed to be gentle on your joints while still giving you that deep work through your entire back and core. Grab your mat, take a deep breath, and let's transform your core and back together. Hello, and welcome. So as you're ready, let's come onto our mat and let's start the class. All right, so come onto a standing position that's organized. The heels are in line with the sit bone, and I want you to just gather your inner peace, your inner center power, and come to a beautiful standing upright here. Interlacing the hands behind you, making sure that you don't lock the elbows out. So micro bend, and I want you to just draw this low abdominal by bringing the pubic bone forward just a tiny bit here. And then what we're going to do is I want you to pull down in the arm and then allow the arms to give you a nice shoulder stretch with a tiny extension through your middle back, your thoracic, and then release that again. And again, lower abs engaging here, and then arms reaching down, micro bend in the elbow, and then chest up, high release to the sky, and then release. 2 more times. Inhaling, stretching, opening the chest, expanding the chest to the sky, exhaling. Last one. In breath, we spend so much of our time hunching forward, looking down, rounding the back. This is a good start to allow the chest to say, hey, take a tilt pill. It's time for you to be opened. And then release. Good job. All right, release the arms. Left arm comes up. Reach out to the sky and side bending over to your right. Bringing up to the sky. And then return. The other arm comes up as you in-breath and side bending over to the side. And then bring it up and return. Again, in-breath and over and lift and down and in-breath and opening to the side of the body and up. And last one, inhaling, reach, side bending, exhaling down. Last one, inhaling, reach up, side bending, exhaling down. All right, now we're going to condition our hip flexors here. So go ahead and I'm going to take my left foot forward and then my right one goes back here. So we want to find our triangle stance here. So equal weight of the front foot and the back foot here. Again, engaging that low abdominal. So I want you to drive this pubic bone forward and upward to your belly button. Then you feel a slight stretch here. And then what we're going to do, bend the knee. I want the front knee to be over your ankle, the back knee to be underneath the sit bone. So just go ahead and adjust yourself. Swivel, swivel, shuffle, shuffle, whatever you need to do. And then come up to that triangle stand. And then we go. Drawing the abdominal in, curling the tail, knee down. Go ahead and bend the knee however low you can. Maybe touch the floor. And then both legs straight up. And an inhale. So what we're doing here, we're opening the psoas muscle, the hip flexors muscles that often get overworked because we sit down a lot. We sit down so much that it is tight. And when the hip flexors when the hip flexors are tight, it's going to hinder us from engaging our core, our abdominal muscles, our deep back muscle efficiently. So we are opening and telling ourselves again, hey, it's time for you to relax a little bit. Give me some length so I can go deeper in my abdominal connection to support my center. Last one, in breath. And then press up. All right, step the back foot forward. And then step the other foot back. Same thing, find that triangle post. And then, again, low abdominal, pubic bone forward up. And then go ahead and bend. So knee over your ankle, knee underneath the sitting bone. And just go down as far as you can. And then both legs 50-50, front and leg, equal balance. And again, in breath here. And then press up. What people don't realize that the psoas muscle, the hip flexors muscles, is also part of your core muscles. We work so much, we strive so much to have good abs, but we forget. The deep muscles, your psoas, is your posture muscle. The psoas help you to get better core connection, abdominal connection. So we are now telling the psoas to open, lengthen, create some space, have a breather here. So then when we work later, we're going to work super efficient and we're going to really tap deep into our, you call core, your abdominal, your center. And we're going to make this class the best class ever. And then press up. All right, step forward. All right, shake it out. All right, let's go down onto the floor. Quadruped position, please. Hands, shoulder in line. Thigh in line, knee in line with the hip. Tuck the toes under. Spread open the collarbone, spread open the chest. Now from here, pressing the arms down, lifting the abdominal, and then floating up. So we want to create a nice hugging sensation abdominal here. The back muscle is working, and we hold this per se plank position for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Let's do that again. So we breathe out, spreading the collarbone, lengthen the spine, wrap around that natural corset of yours, which is your deep transverse abdominals, and then pulling off from the floor. Stay. Hold that. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Good job. Now here, just go ahead and reach one arm away. So skip the shoulder where they are and just reach the arm away. And then from here, send the sit bone back, pelvis back, and then just coming down for a good shoulder stretch here. And you probably get a good, nice lower back stretch as well here. I'm feeling on my left one because my left lower back's feeling a bit tight today. So this is good. And we're going to breathe here. As you breathe, the ribcage expanding, and then exhale, the abdominal deflating in. And then keep lengthening the sitting bone away from the arms and keep the hands exactly where they are. They don't move. Your pelvis move away from the arms so you feel the stretch, that dynamic stretch in the shoulder, in the lumbar, the lower back area. And just enjoy that. Breath in, breath out. Make the breath real, not shallow. Last one. And then come back up, pelvis over the knee. Hands underneath the shoulder, and then come and sit down. Take the legs forward in front of you. Feet up parallel, perching right onto your sits bone like two little candles. Pierce through that cake right onto the floor, and the back is upright like a rod. Nice and stable and strong here. Breath in. As we exhale, lower abdominal, rounding the sacrum, the lower back to a C curve here. So keep this curve backward from the sacrum and the lower back, that the shoulders stay exactly where they are. And then come up. Again, the shoulders stay. Exhaling, lower abs, and just that middle abs rounding back as well. And then lifting up. And now you can keep your hands here, or you can take the arms forward, which remove the support. We exhale again. The shoulder stays exactly where they are. We're going to round, and here we're going to sweep the pelvis under. So keep that C curve. Curl that sitting bone under. Thread the pubic bone forward and up. Can we get the sacrum onto the floor? In breath, and then come up again. Keep that C curve. Bring the shoulder forward over the pelvis and upright through the spine. Repeat. And C curving, meaning the shoulders don't move back. And then rolling under through the sitting bone, the pubic bone. Think about the pubic bone. Rolling forward and up to the nose. As you go down, the sacrum touches the floor, lower back, and then keep that C curve, bring it over the pelvis, and then lifting up through the spine. Again, through the C curve, and then roll that pelvis under, pubic bone up to the sky, lower back down to the floor, and then up, over, forward, warming up the spine, warming up the abdominal here, and then lifting up through the back. All right, let's go. 2 more. Rounding, rolling under, pubic bone up to the nose, roll it to the nose, roll it to the nose, roll it to the nose, and up and over the pelvis again, and upright. One last, and round C curve back, and rolling under, roll, 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 roll. Now standard chest lift. Arms can come down, head can go down. Shuffle the feet in. We're going to do our pelvic curl, then our bridges. So feet in line with the sit bone, chest is open. And as you're ready, let's go. Abdominal, pubic bone threading forward and up. And then use the hamstring to bring the pelvis up higher. Okay, now we have a nice opening through the front of the chest here. The belly button is sinking to the floor. The pubic bone is lifting up to the sky. Your sitting bone reaching up through the back of the knee. And then we go down. As you go down, you imprint. And then release. Again, breath in, breath out. Rolling up again, same thing. Reaching up, reaching long. In breath. Exhale, rolling down. And release. And again, 2 more please. And exhale, rolling up. Lifting up, reaching up. In breath. Exhale, rolling down. And release. And the next one we're going to stay up for your bridges. Again, exhaling, rolling up, press it up, 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 up. Now, locate the crease of the hip. Lengthen the sitting bone, so fall from the hip, lower the pelvis. Now this time your back is long. So flat back here. And then we're going to press up through the pelvis, folding through the hip. And then exhale, pubic bone up, lifting it. And then inhale, folding through the hip. Exhale, so your back muscle here are active as you go down. And as you come up, yes, your hip extensors are working, but your back muscle is working here. Activated. 2 more down. And press. Last one down. And press. Then you roll down. So you articulate, roll down, roll down, roll down. Brilliant. Interlacing the hands behind your head, please. Elbows away from the floor. Let your head be heavy into your hands, and then the rib cage will lengthen down to flex the head and the chest up high off the floor. And exhale to go down. In breath, prepare. Exhale, folding. In breath. Exhale, down. In breath. Exhale, folding. In breath. Exhale, down. And exhale, folding. In breath. And exhale, down. Now, I want your gaze as you are up to be forward through your thigh bone and not up through the ceiling. And then come back down. And 2 more. Lift. Exhale, down. Last one. And lift. We stay. Lift the right leg up to the tabletop. Grab the back of your thigh. Lift the chest a little higher using the arm. And then return the arms back behind your head. Now extend the leg. 1. and pull in. The chest stay up in the high flexion, please. So fight it from going down and extend the leg. And pulling from the hip, extend from the hip, pulling from the hip. As the knee come in, can we lift a little higher, please? 2 more out. And pull in. Last one out. And pull in, lower. Other leg comes up. Grab the back of your thigh. Use the arm muscle to lift the chest a little higher. Now transfer the arms back behind your head and we go out and in. Extend out. Pull it in. Let's go. As you come in, lift up higher. So we're going to fight that gravity. Stay up. Pull in. Stay up. Pull in. 3 more. Pull in. 2 more. Pull in. Last one. Pull whole. Guess what? Other leg comes up. Squeeze them together. Grab the back of your thigh. We're not going down. We're coming up, up, up. Use those biceps. We're going to add rotation here, okay? So, abdominal. Put your seatbelt on. Let's go, hands behind your head. Now, rotate over to me. Center. Stay forward as you rotate. Center. Other side. In breath. And other side. In breath. And rotate. Center. And rotate. Keep the elbows wide, please. Out. Center. Up and over. 1 more. Stay. Extend this arm forward. Pulses. 5. Reach. 4. Reach. 3. Reach. 2. Reach. 1. Hands behind your head. Over to the other side. Reach forward. Boom. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. Hands behind the head. Come to center. Come on down. Arms out to the T position. Stay up with the legs. Spine twist supine. Rotate to me as we inhale. The obliques are playing now. Come back. Over to you from the waist below pelvis. Rotate. Exhale. I want you to keep the thigh over in line with the hip joint. And then come back. So your intention is to rotate from the waist, the pelvis follows, and the leg obviously follows because the pelvis rotates. And again, the waist rotate, and then come back. And then the waist rotate, and then come back. 1 more set, inhaling, exhaling, come back. Last one, inhaling, exhaling, come back. And lift the arms overhead. Rib cage to the floor, meaning the upper abdominal is active. Then the arms go up, 100 prep. And return. And 2 more. Exhale, arms by the hip. Inhale, up. Return. Last one, arms. And then up. Return. Hundreds. Here we go. And up. The legs straight up to the sky. Keep that chest lifted. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, we pump. Leading in the pulses from the shoulder. And 5 exhalation. 5 inhalation. If it's available for you, lower the leg a little bit. And in breath. And exhale. And in breath. If it's available to you, lower down a little bit. If not, just stay wherever you are. It is okay. You can keep lowering the legs down to you what you say. Mira, that's enough. Okay, listen to your body. That's where we are today. 1 more set. We hold, bend the knees, lower the arm, lift the arm, lower the chest, arms overhead, lower 1 foot down. Beautiful work. And now let's rotate your body to me for our side lift. We're going to work on our obliques again. Legs are straight here. You have 2 options. Top hand can come here or top arm can come here. Obviously, less is more challenging because you're losing that base. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to choose for today. I'm going to do this version today. So this oblique is going to pull the legs up to like a banana shape, like a lateral flexion, and lower and up. And of course, you can keep your hands here. You feel like, oh no, today I feel a little bit wobbly. That's all right. Today you hold the hands down. Tomorrow you do it again. Maybe the arms can come by the side or can still stay down. Whatever you are able to do today is the intention that I'm looking for. Right, and then one more and lift. Now hold. Open the top leg behind you, the bottom come forward. So you are in that triangle position, equal distance from the midline. And then we lift. And then we lift. And then we lift. And then we lift. This is the obliques. And then we lift. Two more lifts. Last one left. And together, we'll lower. Well done. Come up onto your forearm, please, for our side bridge. So I'm going to do the legs in bent knee position to begin with. Shoulder, elbow, vertical alignment, aligned, straight. Right now, open chest here. Now go ahead and lift the pelvis up. I want the pubic bone to curl forward and then extend the top leg long. So this pubic bone is going to thread out to there. You can keep the hand here and open that sternum and the chest. Now the top leg comes up. We hold. Little mini circle. And 2, 3, 10 of this. 4, 5. I hope I can count to 10. 6, 7, 8, 9. The other way and go. 10. Keep threading the pubic bone forward. 2. Meaning the abdominal is nice and tight here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We lower. We take the leg in. We come down. Then we switch over to the other side. Side lift again. Hand here or here. Bottom waist is up. And this oblique, lifting the legs and down. And lifting the leg. And again, if you are feeling a bit wobbly, you can just use one fingertip, perhaps, or all the fingers down. I love it too, all right? But I want you to feel you're being challenged. It's not a walk in the park, all right? And then left, and then up, 2 more, and then left. Climb a little bit mountain today, and then lift, hold, open the leg to the scissors position. We go up, and up, and up, and up. Yes, we are challenged here, up, and up. We're climbing bigger mountain now, and 2, and 1, together, and lower. Brilliant. All right, up onto that forearm. Elbow, shoulder, pick up the underneath. Okay, stack the legs here, and up we go. And then thread the pubic bone forward to draw that lower abs a little bit more here. Hand can come here. Have the leg up. Mini circle. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. The other way, please. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We lower, tuck it in, come on down. Beautiful work. All right, now come up, swing to this position. A modified back support here. So feet are parallel, heel in line with the sit bone, chest open here. We want to ignite our deep back extensors, back muscle, by threading the sternum forward. You can think about proud chest, anything in your mind that will open that sternum. And then from here, we lift the pelvis up Again, pubic bone thread up to the sky. And then hold, folding through the hip. We're just going to tap, not resting, just tap. And then up again, thready, folding up. And then folding, so reversed plank here. And then up, thread it up. And folding. And again, up. You want to get a nice back here. And then down. Last one, thread it up. And then come back down. Good job. Straighten the legs. And now, you know what? Just soften the knees a little bit. Take the arms forward. We're going to go down. Now, back to that C curve. And now, roll the pelvis. Sweep the pelvis underneath you. And imprint that sacrum. And then the arms can come down. Right here. Bring the leg closer to your pelvis, apart. Dorsiflex your right foot. Now, I want you to be really super conscious here. 2 hip bone in front here is going to stay absolutely stable. We're going to, you can hold on to them. We're going to extend or slide that right leg out without disturbing the position of the pelvis. And then come back in again. We're just going to do one more time. And then do not disturb the pelvis. So do your best. Extending. And then we stay. Okay. Zip up front abdominal. Now what we're going to do, again, thread that pubic bone up. So curling the lower back down. Lift the pelvis. So your right and the hip bones are even again here. Very even. Hold that spine. Now the right leg can float up and down. And then up. Stable pelvis. And up. Inhale. And up. In, down. And 4. And down. 3. 2. 1. And down. Lower the pelvis down. Bring the foot in. Ready the other ankle. Dorsiflex. Stabilize the pelvis. And quiet through the pelvis as you slide the leg away. And now drag the leg back in again. Quiet through the pelvis. Not even a small smidge movement of the pelvis. And then extending the leg away. And then one more time because I'm supposed to keep that leg out there. Stay. Now curling pubic bone up. Lifting the pelvis even. Abdominal back muscle working. The left leg up and down. And up and down. And lift. And down. And lift. And down. And lift. And down. And 3. And down. And 2. And 1. And down. And lower. Bring the leg in together. Lift the head and the chest up. Grab the back of your thigh. Imprint the lower back. Lift up. And upright. All right, let's go lie onto our front, please. We're going to work our back muscle here. So straight legs. Arms long by the side here. Back extension. Working on our thoracic spine. Okay, ready the lower abdominal to support the lower back. And then we inhale, lifting the back. So lengthening the neck, head in line with the back. Exhaling down. Inhaling to come up, up. Exhaling to go down. Again, inhale, gliding the shoulder blade to the middle back to lift. Exhale and down. 2 more, please. In breath. Keep those arms close to the thigh. Exhale down. Last one. In breath. We hold. Open the arms to the T position. Thumb to the sky. Chest is forward, palms facing forward. And then lifting the arm up. And up off the floor 2. And up 3. And 4. And in 5, 10 of the 6, 7, 8, 9, last 10. Turn the palms to your thigh, bring the arm down by the side, and lower the body down. Good work. Now stack your hand underneath the forehead. I want the right hand to be on top of the left. Now here, we lift the back again, glide the shoulder blade down so your middle back is active. Now keep the right hand with the forehead, lift the left one on the floor. We lift the back, and then opposite leg come off too. So opposite extension and lower. So same thing again. Inhaling to lift, glide the shoulder blades down to the middle back, please. So you want to feel the middle back lengthening down. Lift, and then lower. And 3 more, lift, and lower. 2 more, lift, and lower. Last one, lift, and switch hand. And opposite leg, lift, and lower. In breath, lift, and lower. In breath, lift, and lower. And lift, lower. 4 more, lift, and 3, lift, and 2, lift, last, lift, and lower. Good work. Bring the forearm to the side of your shoulder, push the floor away, and send the pelvis to your heels for your rest position. Arms are straight, inhaling, exhaling. 1 more breath, and roll the spine down. Just the last one before we finish the session here. Go ahead and lie onto your side. Just a nice chest opener here, so stack the legs 90 in the hip and the knee. Head can rest down. Just let it resting. If this is uncomfortable for you, you may put a little pillow or a towel underneath your head. Now from here, chest opener, reach the arm away, the top arm that is. Take it up to the side of the shoulder, and then rotate the trunk, look back behind you. Open the chest, and then bring it up, and then close. Again, 2 more. Inhaling, reach up, opening through the chest and the waist and the hip, and then exhaling, we close. Last one. Inhaling to reach up, opening through the chest, waist and the hip, and exhale, come back and release. Okay, now just go over to the other side. I'm going to rotate away from you, but we're going to look at each other as we are rotating to the back. So organize your body, and let's go. Reach the top arm to the side, and then we're going to rotate and find each other here, and then bring it up again, and we close. 2 more. Inhaling, arm, rotate through the spine. Hello, we see each other again, and then up and come in. Last one. Inhaling, reach, arm goes up, opening through the chest, rotate behind you, and then up we go, and then come back in. Right, roll onto your back, and then bend the knees. You can bring the heel away from your pelvis, lifting the head, grabbing the back of your thighs, imprinting the back, and up we go. Over, and then up. Right. And you are done, my friend. Hey, thank you for moving with me to that. That was wonderful. I wish you the best day ever. Comment below how you went with the class, and I'd like you to practice every single day. Consistency always wins. So I'll see you tomorrow for another session with me. Take care and have the best day ever.
I'm Mira, and I'm here to help you to love, look, and feel your absolute best through Pilates. If you enjoyed this video, you will love my 7-day beginner challenge. Click the first link in the comment below and sign up. You will receive daily workout videos focused on building a sustainable practice in as little as 15 minutes per day.